Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome back my esteemed students to lesson number 7, writing. And in this lesson we'll have the subtitle of book review. Let's indulge into our lesson. Preparation for writing. Number A, read the review and answer the questions. Number 1, who wrote David Copperfield? Who wrote David Copperfield? 2, what is it about? 3, where is it set? 4, does the reviewer recommend the book? Number 5, does the book have any bad points? And finally, number 6, based on this review, would you like to read David Copperfield? Now let's read the review. Then we can answer the questions. We can give our answers to these questions after reading the review. David Copperfield is one of the most famous novels written by the English author Charles Dickens. It was written in 1850 and is set mainly in London. It's a classic novel with lots of drama and serious social themes. But in places it's also very funny. The book tells the life story of David Copperfield from his birth, youth and education to his working life and middle age. As the story unfolds, we are introduced to many wonderful characters, including David's aunt, Betsy, his stepmother, Mr. Murdstone, and other friends and enemies he makes in the course of his life. David has a difficult childhood. His mother dies when he is young, and David has a stepfather who sends him to school in a different town. David eventually moves to London, where he works hard and finally becomes a writer. The best thing about this book is the characters. They are very entertaining and never boring. The narrator of the book, David, is likable and the story is very well written. But it's quite a long book and the style of the writing is quite difficult in parts. I would recommend this book because it's about the kind of people you meet in life and about the importance of friendship. Although David's life is hard, in the end he is successful. Now, after reading the review, we can answer the questions. Question number 1, who wrote David Copperfield? David Copperfield is written by Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens, who is an English author. Number 2, what is it about? What is this novel about? It's about the life of a man called David Copperfield. It's about the life of David Copperfield from his birth, youth, and education to his working life and middle age. Number 3. Where is it set? It's set in London. It's set in London. Number 4. Does the reviewer recommend the book? Does the reviewer recommend the book? Yes, he does. Number 5. Does the book have any bad points? Yes, it does. It has because it's a long novel, it's a long book. And at the same time, the style is difficult. Finally, number 6. Based on this review, would you like to read David Copperfield? Yes, I think most of you, my dear students, like to read David Copperfield because you are very clever students, and at the same time you like challenging, you like difficult things. I think so. Now, after reading, here are the answers in front of you. You can read them carefully and after that write them down in your books. So the writer is Charles Dickens, and the story is about the life of a man called David Copperfield, and it's set in London. Does the reviewer recommend the book? Yes. Number 5. Does the book have any bad points? It's quite long and the style of writing is difficult. And number 6, here you can give your own answers, my students, according to, or if you would like to read David Copperfield or not. Now let's move to practice number B. Think of a book you have read which you like or dislike very much. Make notes in the table below. Think of a book you have read which you like or dislike very much. Make notes in the table below. Here we have 2 columns. The first one, which is on the left, is title, author, date, kind of book, setting, main characters, storyline, your opinion, and your recommendation. So here we will talk about the book which title is Hamlet. The title is Hamlet. Who is the author of this book? The author is Shakespeare, the English writer who is famous. The date of this novel, of this book, of this play, let's say, it was written in the 17th century. Kind of book. It has the style of drama. Definitely it's a play. Setting, time, the story happened a long time ago in Denmark. In Denmark. Main characters. The main character is Hamlet, who is the son of the murdered king. Storyline: a man killed his brother. His brother who was the king, and then took power. Eventually he married his brother's wife. Your opinion? I think it's worth reading. It's worth reading. And finally, your recommendation. You should be patient because it has some difficult words. But at the same time, it's so interesting and exciting. Now, by the end of doing this exercise, we can finish our lesson number 7. Study this lesson carefully, my students, because it's important and it has a lot of benefits for you. Eventually, I want to say to everybody of you, see you in the following lesson. Study hard and goodbye.